In this video, we're going to discuss matrices, how we use them here to run front of house and our live stream mix from the same console. Let's get started. A matrix is a great tool for sending different audio mixes to different destinations. For example, a mix for front of house might not be suitable for online, and we need a way to make changes. So let's go over to our diagram and show how this is set up. Here's an illustration to show how our matrix are set up. In our previous videos, we discussed how all of our channels are routed to buses, and then our buses to the main left and right. At this point, we now take a copy of our main left and right mix, and we send it to our main matrix, and then we send it to our subwoofer matrix. These lines here are both physical cables that go to our speaker amplifier on stage, and then go out to our speakers. For our record matrix, I'll draw in this other box, and we'll call it record. And here we take a send from all of our buses into this record matrix. And then from here, we go out with a left and a right XLR cable to our camera switcher, where it joins our video feed and then goes online. On the Allen Heath Avantis console, we have three matrices set up for our broadcast and our front of house mix. Let me quickly show you how they're set up. So our first two matrices here are for our main PA speakers and our subwoofers. If we hit mix on our mains, we can see that our main left and right mix is being sent to our main speakers. If we hit mix on our subs, we can also see that our sub mix, or our main left and right mix is being sent to our subs. We can also see that we don't have any inputs or buses or input sources being sent to our matrices for our main mix. One advantage this has is I can quickly control, I can mute everything going to our main speakers. I can also have independent control if I want more low-end level. I can increase the subs. I can decrease the subwoofer level by pulling that down. I can do the same with our main PA speakers. So I really find control of the mix going to front of house. On our record matrix here, this is what is being sent to our live stream. Here I have a lot of different things going to this mix that I don't have going to front of house. We have things like our room mics that are being sent, which we do not want room mics at front of house, but we do want a feel of the room in our live stream mix. So I have those going. I also have our preaching microphones sent at a much higher level so that it's comparable to our worship mix. We've also sent all of our buses. Remember, these contain all of the inputs for our worship team. These are being sent to our matrix for the broadcast. As I said in our introduction video, sometimes we want more of a certain instrument in the live stream than we do in front of house. For example, our drums are an acoustic instrument. They're very loud on stage, so we don't need to push as much of that in our front of house mix, but online we need to represent that. So here you can see for our drum mix, we have about 3 or 4 decibels more than we do if we go back to our front of house mix. We're at unity or minus 2 decibels. So this is a way we can send different levels to our different destinations utilizing matrices. Let's quickly go over how to assign an input to a matrix. Let's navigate to our record matrix with the mix button. Now this is similar to buses and auxes. Let's say we want to remove the room mics from our live stream mix. We hold assign and then press the mix button. Now you can see they're off. And by pressing mix, we can turn them back on. Another thing that's important for these mixes is whether it's post-fader or pre-fader. If it's post-fader, that means any changes we make to the front of house faders will affect what is being sent to the live stream. If it's pre-fader, that means it will stay at that same volume. The front of house can increase or decrease the volume, and it will not make changes to our live stream mix. So let's change these pastor microphones from pre to post fader and back the other way. So on the left side of the console, we'll hold this pre button, and now you can see this is set to post fader, and we tap on that, and now it's a pre fader send. And then we can select again and change it back to post fader. We have a few processing options available for our matrices, so let's quickly go over that. Just like all of our inputs and buses, we can tap on the different plugin that we'd like, or we can press the processing tab here. And now from left to right, we have our trim, our insert options, parametric EQ, our global EQ, a compressor, and delay compensation. During a live show, this is a shortcut you can use to quickly get to our live stream mix and back to our front of house. Soft keys 15 and 16 have been assigned to our live stream mix and our main mix. As you can see, I'm still on our record mix, as you can see by this box up here. So right now I'm mixing our live stream, and if I want to jump back to front of house, I can hit the soft key 16, and now you can see our main left and right mix is selected. We can see the main mix here, and now I'm making changes to our front of house mix. So that's just a quick way to grab something, make a change, and then go back to front of house. If we want to monitor our live stream, we can hit this PAFL or solo button, put on our headphones, adjust our volume so we can hear properly, and then make changes. To clear this solo, we can press 1 here, and that'll clear, or we can select the solo button again.
Thanks for tuning in to this Audio Ministry Series video. If you'd like to see our next video in the series, click here. If you'd like to see some other videos we've put together, click here. Thanks again for tuning in. See you in the next one.